that's being written right now, and it's going to be a kind of a post-apocalyptic, maybe a little steampunkish, but kind of he wants a little bit more upbeat. He doesn't want it dour and kind of thing. So it's going to be. I hope it's going to be good. When I get the scripts, he's only working on the first script. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. He's working on the first script. I will send you a script and you can read it. And if there's a character you're interested in, let me know.
Okie dokie.
And how about Jack? Did you say you were interested in voice work?
I am.
Okay, I'll do the same with you. I'll send you the script when I get it, and you can see if there's anything in there that catches your eye.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of people interested right now, but so far what I'm told is there's only going to be 3 main characters, and 2 of them are women, 1's man, and the rest, everyone else is going to be just side characters.
Well, I could be a girr.
You could be a girl. Well, I have plenty of women wanting to act right now, so you don't need to be a girl. Even though I know we replace you with women quite often on this show.
I've been actually, some of my aliases have been fun. We're not going to look at that right now.
Not going to right now. Okay. Well, it's 8:00. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. You have found the Texas Steampunk Connection. We are broadcasting to you from our various bunkers and airships throughout Texas, and you have found the Texas Steampunk Connection. I already said that, I think.
Hello.
I am Flavio, aka Dammit Flavio, sometimes every once in a while known as Major Dammit Flavio, and with me is Jack from Steam Chest. Say hello, Jack. You already said hello, but say hello again.
Hello.
And also with me is Nicole, the sheriff of Steampunk November. She may or may not have arrested you in the past, and she may or may not arrest you in the future. Also with me, as always, is Thax, the gentleman adventurer. Say hello, Thax.
Good evening.
Well, here we are. We finally made it to another week. Another 2 weeks has passed by. This time actually felt like a long time for me. This 2 weeks just went slow, even though I've been really busy. But
yes, 2 weeks ago we were just still recovering, I think, from the blizzard and deep freeze that had sort of put us in shock. So we went from that to now we're in the middle of spring at 80 degree highs. So it's been some time.
Almost overnight, boom, spring.
Everything's blooming. Where all this stuff was like a week prior is surprising to me. My phone's going off and being loud.
Hello, Rita.
Hello, Rita.
Oh, I got so excited after the thaw. I looked around and I didn't see any poison ivy. Any of the places I expected it to be.
You thinking the frost killed it?
I was convinced that all the poison ivy in the state had been killed.
In the state?
We could only hope. That all the poison ivy was killed in the state.
It was not.
But
in this last week of super spring, it is sprouting and exploding. And so really that blizzard did nothing useful or valuable in the whole state. I'm just so disappointed.
It did kill our bamboo, sadly. We're going to have to trim our bamboo up a lot.
It's a musical reference if you don't know what that is, but
what was that, Nicole? I'm sorry.
I said, is spring busting out all over? That's a reference from the musical Carousel. There's a song that literally that's all they're saying is spring is busting out all over. And
it certainly is busting out all over.
Yeah.
All my cats are acting crazy.
So we're talking about...
Oddly enough, it started on spring. The first day of spring, my cats actually started acting weird. And they're all fixed. So it's not like they're in heat or, anything like that. But they're acting nuts. It's ridiculous. Well, thank you, Rita. I just got brand new glasses. And thank you for noticing.
Yeah, those are nice.
Do you like
them?
These are my... something new about you.
Yeah, these are my hexagonal steampunk glasses. That's what they are.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, I just had to go for something different. I got another pair for going to work and everything. So these are going to be my in character. I don't know if I'm in character, but my steampunk glasses. What these are going to be, I can actually see through them. They're prescription.
That's fantastic. Oh, I know. I love it when I have my sunglasses because they're also prescriptions. So I'm at conventions, unless I walk into a dark room and then I have to go like this, and then I still can't see. So it's just
because you're in a dark room.
People are like, "Hey, you remember me?" I'm like, "You the blob from last convention?"
A vaguely familiar blob shape, yes.
Your voice sounds very familiar.
Oh wow. Okay, so let's start the podcast within a podcast of drinking with friends. I'm going to start. I found a new one. I think I don't remember ever drinking this one before. It's called from 903 Brewery. It's a French toast stout.
Oh,
there's a picture of a French toast on the back.
Oh, excuse me while I take out my vampire teeth. Sorry.
I'm expecting it's going to be sweet. Let's see. Oh, it smells like a stout.
that would be. Yeah, that was.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely taste a little bit of like a syrupy type taste.
So it's like
not too thick.
Crunch in liquid form, because that's what I want in a beer.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I know, right? Make it like a creamy thing.
It is very. It's very creamy.
I'm intrigued.
It's not bad.
Might be a beer my boyfriend might actually like. He doesn't really like beers. He likes.
It does not taste like.
It does not taste like what?
So it doesn't taste like an actual beer per se. It tastes like a sweet drink. It's like a creamy drink.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find that.
So is it like French toast butter beer? Because that right now, all of a sudden, I didn't realize I needed that in my life.
It doesn't say butter beer on it. No. It's
I hope
it's Texas brewed. Let's see where it's from.
Where did you buy it? At HEB?
I bought it at HEB. They sell the singles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I found a single there. 903 Brewers. It doesn't say where they're from on here. It doesn't say the city.
That sounds exceedingly familiar, though.
Are they out of Dallas or Fort Worth?
Possibly.
There's a 503 brewery in Bastrop.
Well, this is a 903.
there's also a 503 in San Angelo too.
Yeah,
because it's on the same train line.
A decadent beer inspired by a breakfast classic. Our French toast stout is loaded with maple and vanilla. I can taste the maple. Then given a finishing pinch of cinnamon and nutmeg spice. Roasty malts and creamy lactose round out the sweet additions to be enjoyed at Breaky and beyond. So I guess it's supposed to be a breakfast beer. Oh, wait, there it is. Sherman, Texas. It's canned in Sherman, Texas. So.
That's north of Dallas, just south of the border of Wretched, Oklahoma.
Wretched, Oklahoma.
Aww.
Pay no mind to him, all of our local Oklahoma, people. We got all of us hold the same sentiment.
Well, that's what I'm drinking.
I'll have you know, my favorite forest is in Oklahoma. So
there's a forest in Oklahoma.
There's a forest in Oklahoma. It's Beaver Bend National Forest, and it's really cool, and I like it.
Foresty, because that's the question.
Yes,
I have.
Yes.
That's funny.
It's not the forest that they used in the Roadrunner scene with the Looney Tunes, right?
No, it's not.
Trees.
No, it's like overgrown with trees. Like we had
proper forest
hiking paths through it, and that was about it.
Okay,
that's
funny. It's not like Arizona everywhere else with just like
that
three
I
trees.
Could literally sit inside. Nope. It had an actual forest. Real.
I saw Jack taking a trip. I think you should go.
Yeah. What are you drinking, Jack?
I haven't really gone out to find anything creative. I have been so busy, but I still have one of these running around. So,
what is that for the people who are not watching the video live? What is it? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking an Arrogant Bastard Ale, which I think fits fairly well, and I happen to really like it. So, I don't just drink it for the name. I really like the taste, but it's very dark. It's very dark wood flavored. It's very thick. If you're into like Imperials, you'll like it. If you like just anything that tries to like burn your insides, it's very good for that too. I think I remember reading this once on. They don't have the thing on the. I already read it in a past podcast, but they have like a whole paragraph of like, why you drink this and like you shouldn't drink this if you're a pansy kind of thing, and it's really fun. I think I
remember you talking about that last time. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Apparently, beer for everybody. This is a beer for a select few. Yada yada yada.
Well, Ryan is happy you're here. Hooray, Jack is back.
My wife's over here going gross. Disgusting.
Hey, John F. Strangeway. That's the Steampunk Bubba Fett, correct?
Yes.
He's watching us. Hello.
We have Strange Way in the comments. Everyone flood him with questions.
He was a guest a few episodes back. He was a great guest. Actually, we ran really late that day because he came.
We thank you again because we knew you had to get to doing things, and you still came on the stream with us for a long time. So
that was awesome of you. Thank you very much. How about you, Nicole? What are you drinking? I see you taking sips over there.
Yep, I am drinking a wine from Fredericksburg, Texas. The brewery is Fiesta Winery, and the wine is called Front Porch Sittin'. And it's the very first wine that they ever made. It's a sweet red, and it's my favorite wine of pretty much all time. So
cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
there's a lot of wineries around Fredericksburg, is there not? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Makes for an excellent trip because you can jump on the bus. You can take the wine bus. And you don't have to drive anywhere. The bus just takes you there and
to the next one.
Hey, you know what? That actually sounds like a fantastic thing we got to do.
I agree.
As a group, we should make that a thing. Texas Steampunk Connection is on the move. You know.
Yep.
Sign me up.
Hey,
adventures.
This Friday, I'm about to get my first vaccine shot, so I'm on my way to being vaccinated.
Congratulations!
Awesome.
Yep. It should not be that difficult, man. It had to jump through all kinds of hoops and stuff. It's ridiculous. You know.
What are you talking about? I've been getting text messages, unrequested, stating that I have an appointment with the Office of Public Health to get my vaccine. It just
You've been getting text messages.
Wow. I have not received any such text.
I got one like the end of February notifying me 3 hours before my appointment.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't think this is for me.
Just fill in your social security number, date, birth, mother's last name, and yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fraudulent, but the links were to
like legitimate things. So
yeah,
it might have been that someone used your number so they could steal the thing. Actually,
I suspect as much.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So someone paid $1 million to get in your place in line to get the shot.
I'm not with it.
Did you know that your place in line was worth $1 million? That's the
I would if they just paid me $1 million. I would have given my place in line.
Exactly. My age group was not qualified to get it at that time, so I don't know why I would have a place in line.
I've passed up the shot 5 times now.
So you're a millionaire now, is what you're saying?
No, I invested all in AMC, and it's just going down the drain at the moment.
Oh, oops.
John Strangeway got his first. That's great.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I may not have my shot, but I do have this can of Guinness Stout.
That looks like one good shot right there.
A classic, yes.
Because it was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, it was? It was?
It was.
It was like last Wednesday. So we were drinking these. And since that is not a Texas beer, to shame, I also have Austin East Cider's original dry cider.
Those are great, by the way.
Which means
Austin East Cider, yeah, they're pretty fun. They're pretty good.
Which means I am drinking a snake bite.
Snake bite, yes. And not a black and tan, but a snake bite, yes.
Snake bite.
You've mixed it.
Yeah, I mixed it. I floated the Guinness on top of the cider.
Oh.
I got one of those little weird metal turtles to pour the Guinness.
Is that a requirement to make a snake bite?
Slanja, John. Slanja.
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 On.
Aaron Gabra.
Well, so that ends the podcast within a podcast, Drinking with Friends. Thank you very much for joining us. Now we'll move on to the actual, I guess, the steampunk part of the game, the show.
Maybe.
And since there's 4 of us, I'm hoping. Well, I know I did my homework, sort of, kind of. I've been pretty busy.
Yeah,
but I have something. I had something
fly under the wire just in time for me to talk about it. It's perfect.
Awesome. Then you started off. What do you have for us, Jack?
Right. So this was given to me by an anonymous person who's in our comments and starts his name off or at the end of it with Strange Way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I know it's so anonymous, no one will ever know. So he sent me this link. I will see if I can. You know what? I'll be dropping it in the comments in just a second as soon as I've been talking about it. I'm gonna see if I can.
Maybe that makes him anonymous.
Anonymous. Let's see.
Anonymous.
Share screen.
Share screen.
This monitor, not the other monitor.
There's something. Okay, I see it. I'm adding it to the stream now. Okay.
Perfect.
For those of you not watching live and who will be listening later, tell them what you're looking at, Jack.
We are looking at something that's on April 9th at 12 p.m. and April 12th at 1 p.m. or at 1 a.m. Is that the whole thing? Like, oh, I guess it's like the weekend. Gotcha. I'm reading further down the thing now. It is Steampunk Community Weekend.
Oh,
and it looks like it's in
TEA, right?
Huh?
Community.
Yeah, TEA, because we're all sorts of frill like that. So April 9th through the 11th in the Temporal Entourage, the Virtual Tea Parlor, free panels and social events, charity raffles, special performances, concerts, and Discord community. Oh, they missed out. They could have had another T in there. Hosted by the Tea Scouts, the Temporal Entourage, and the Tucson Steampunk Society, and of course our favorite, Madame Askew, the Grand Arbiter. So those of you who have not met Madame Askew, she is a hoot. I love her to death. So she usually is some of the ones that do a lot of like the tea dueling and whatnot. So
okay.
Yeah.
Tea dueling.
You don't like tea dueling?
No, I love tea dueling.
Okay, I was about to say
I have a very strange history with tea dueling. So it's like tea dueling. That's
Well, let's see. Rita is registered for the community weekend, and apparently Mr. Strangeway will be doing some panels.
Yes, I mean
at the same event.
Sounds like a plan. I like to listen to those.
Now, so the fact that there's a date stamp on this means I definitely have to get it out onto the podcast feeds sooner rather than later.
You got to do it. You got to do it, man. You can't just leave this out here in the ether. You got to put it out there so people know.
I have to admit, I've been slacking a little bit. I think I haven't even put up last podcast on the podcasters list. The freeze just threw everything off.
I am behind. I'm putting it up on
no
chests. We YouTube as well.
So our other listeners who are not watching us live are losing out. Sorry about that, guys. And people in the future, I'm sorry that this is so late. This might actually come out before the last. No, I'll put them on. It'll probably be at the same time, so I apologize for that as well.
Don't apologize. Just do it.
Yes, I'm Steampunk. I do it. I do what I want.
Do it live.
I'll do it any way I want to do it because I'm just a punk. That's what I am.
Before we get any further in this, I want to compliment Thax's T-shirt.
Oh. Do you recognize this T-shirt?
Yeah, I do because they were in our box too. About I think
Space Corps. Yes,
they were
Space
Corps.
Yes, I am wearing the Space Corps weird steampunk.
For a second there, it kind of looked like Aerosmith
T-shirt. And they're kind of a ray punk, classic 40s 50s pulp space shtick. But they're a lot of fun.
Space lasers and giant space crabs, and space crabs, or is it space lobsters? I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but they've also been on our podcast in the past.
Yeah.
At a Steampunk November, they were talking with us.
That was a couple years ago, I think.
Yep.
There must have been at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Space Course or combustion
Space Corps.
fan? Okay, there's
the way
combustion.
you spell
the Internal Combustion Orchestra is the one with the giant crab song.
Giant crabs. It's giant crabs. That's like my favorite song.
Yes. Everyone knows that song.
Giant mechanical crabs.
Giant mechanical crabs.
Oh, Vi Sci-Fi is expecting a freeze in their area, in his area.
Yes. Oh, that reminds me.
I hope your electrical network is ready for it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they're on the West Coast electrical grid. They'll be fine. Not like Texas.
Yeah,
but I'm getting off topic.
I don't know what to say about any of that now. What do you call Space Corps spiffs? I'm not really sure what the question. What does that mean?
Well, it's like Spaceman Spiff, like Calvin and Hobbes, or I'm confused.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Mick is also wearing his Space Corps shirt today.
Nice. We got a group going here.
Now, isn't that just embarrassing? Wearing the same shirt to the same.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he got. I can't remember if you got the black one. Maybe I don't know.
Jack, I'm a disappointment. I have not ordered a Steam chest.
Okay, so while we're on that subject, I've gotten a couple emails recently, and I'm going to be responding to them about Steam Chest. Because of the freeze, a lot of our artists have been backed up, and so I'm not picking on you. You still need to get signed up and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. But for the people who are signed up, who are watching, the box will be coming shortly. I promise, it's coming. You're not going to lose out. And we got a lot more stuff lined up for this year. We got more music coming. T-shirts have been kind of weirdly hard to get a hold of because so much of them are being manufactured now, not to be used as T-shirts, but masks. So a lot of companies are T-shirt prices have just gone stupid, and so we're probably going to be moving over from T-shirts to some other object that'll be going into our boxes that we're looking for right now. So if anyone has any good ideas, shoot them my way.
Apparently, masks are in.
Yep.
Yeah,
face skirts, man. They're the new thing for the 21st century.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I want to get my new face skirts.
Yeah,
just have them go. That's what they are. I've had so many guys, especially with Texas doing its thing about dropping the deal. Like, well, I don't ever want to wear those things anyway. I'm like, why would you give up such a? It's been 200 years since men have gotten a new form of fashion, and you're going to give up your face skirts so easily? Amazingly changes the conversation.
Exactly. I plan to wear them even after the vaccine. Even after I got the vaccine, I'm just going to keep wearing it.
Yeah, the vaccine doesn't make you permanently against it. It's only a resistance. So if you're a big player of D&D, it just gives you a poison resistance. It doesn't mean you're poison immune.
Yes, exactly. There is a huge difference.
To be honest, I like the idea of ticking off the people that would tick off. That's how I roll.
Nope, I understand. And I still wear them at both of my jobs, and I wear them around. I just wear them all the time. My wife tells me I don't need to sleep with it. Alexa's all about like you're allowed to take that thing off. I'm like, no.
Why? It's also especially when I forget to shave for a day or two and I'm getting all stubbly. I just cover it up. We're good to go.
I don't know what you mean by stubbly, sir. I don't understand this.
I've made I
don't keep a beard like you do. I don't have the sides.
Honestly, I have got the beard that still. I saw this stupid thing up one time. It was like men who shave, like different formats for people who shave, but it's like different depressive orders. And the beard, like there's the full-on beard of I just don't care about society. Then there's the one that I have. It's the one where it's like you still shave like certain areas of your beard, and you're just like, why do I do this? I have a beard and I still shave. What's the point?
That's because because it looks good when you shave it just so. I mean, otherwise it's not just all bushy and crazy.
You need to have certain boundaries and
exactly, boundaries. Men need to. That's a big thing. I need to have a whole podcast about men and boundaries. It'd be great. It'd be a fun one. I'll be like 3 of these in. We'll have a great time talking about boundaries.
I say that could be a side. That could be a side podcast. We can talk about it. And if we had a Patreon, I'd say at a certain number we put it up. But we don't have a Patreon.
So we should start having a Patreon. Jack will have a 15-minute corner, and it'll be it'll start off with something like what makes me sick, and we'll just go from there.
Exactly. Yeah. For Patreon subscribers only, the Jack corner.
And Lex will sit over here right off camera and yell at me about things. It'd be great. I'm sit there and just double, naysay everything, and I'll have to have an argument with myself. It'd be fantastic. It's like she's already doing. I mean, it's not going to change this podcast much, except she'll be on the microphone versus over here in the chair, just
Sounds perfect. Like I said, I think that'd be great for a Patreon subscriber. If anybody interested in that, let us know.
Yeah, I would love to know about that. I'll have that set up in no time. It won't be expensive either.
It's not hard, I don't think.
I just need someone to fund the beer bit because this is kind of expensive if you're doing it 3 at a time.
Beers, you got to fund his beer.
Beer fund for the show for your own entertainment. That's the cost of admission right there.
There you go.
Also, one more thing before we move on, because I know we need to get moving. March, what was it? 19th was Steampunk's birthday. We are now not Steampunk, Steam Chest's birthday. We're now like what 6-7 years in going. We're actually better than Loot Crate. We haven't like all the main crate boxes that are out there. We have withstand the test of time.
7 years, huh?
7 years.
That's a long time. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. Child not included in Steam Chest.
No, children are not included in Steam Chest. Hashtag.
Well, Rita, thank you for asking. I don't know yet. We haven't actually figured anything out about it, taking donations.
Maybe we should start a Patreon.
It sounds like we might need to just to be honest, just because. Why not? We might get lucky and get some people.
It would pay for us to go to event. I mean, if depending on how many people actually started dropping money, it would pay for us to go to these events, meet these people, have them come on and do things. It allows us to also do like a raffle every now and then too,
as well as hosting the site, hosting the site.
That costs like what?
It's roughly $100 a year.
Just cover that.
It may not sound like a lot, but you know,
do this.
I hear OnlyFans is very popular.
Yes. OnlyFans.
I mean, I may know a little bit about that. My hat's got an OnlyFans account.
That's hilarious. I know. $100 a year may not sound like a lot, but there was 1 year there where I paid and we never used it. So I just paid. I just threw $100 into the ether. We didn't put anything out there. You know.
You're stimulating the economy.
Hello, Mad Raven Productions.
Hey, it's Mad Raven Productions.
I like the suggestions here. It's a grind your gears portion or the little Jack Horner corner.
That sounds dangerous.
So, I got a whole bunch of these other like known aliases. We have Jack Smith, Jack. I'm not doing that one. That one's gracious. Bernie Sizzlepot, Francis Leonin, the laundry. Oh, we could have the laundry corner because I'm famously known to run out of a laundromat. Like my entire criminal empire is under a laundromat in the basement. So we can have Jack's laundromat corner. Or like
I don't know. I'm really starting to like a little Jack Horner corner.
Jack's den of iniquity. I don't know.
That's hilarious. Okay. So that was all Jack. Anything else, Jack? Shall we move on?
There's the corner name. That's all Jack right there.
Okay. How about you, Thax? Do you have anything for us today? Have you done your homework?
I could throw a couple of things out. Sure, yeah.
Okay. What are we doing today?
Share. Share. Well, this is my thing, but I thought we should mention that the Watch City Steampunk Festival has gone online, probably again this year, because they were not able to get permits in time to organize. Now, this is for May 8th in Waltham, Massachusetts. And usually I wouldn't have mentioned this at all, but now that everything is online, it's so much easier to, quote, attend.
That's true.
These events that I would never make it to Waltham, Massachusetts in person. But now we can all go, I guess, sort of. Not go. However it is. I don't know.
Whatever works, right?
You know, we're still really locked down. So we're still having online events.
Not really Texas, but anyway, that's besides the point.
Anybody who has two wits to rub together is staying home and wearing masks.
Traffic will tell me otherwise.
You know, you're right. Today, particularly on my way home, there was like regular traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on Mopec?
Oh God,
yes, that was wild. But
we digress. Sorry about that.
What I really wanted to talk about was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Anybody thinks is steampunk. and I would generally agree. But the CBR.com put out an article about an alternative Spider-Man, because there's the Spider-Verse and lots of different permutations of Spider-Man. So there's a steampunk-inspired Earth 803.
Yes, yes, there is. I have the comic book.
Oh, and there's no Peter Parker, as you know, no radioactive spider. Instead, there's a technologically advanced lady who becomes a hero, inspired by the sight of a spider fighting to break free from her father's cage. Born in the later days of the 19th century, a scientifically minded lady finds herself bristling against the limitations of her situation, tries to push against it. Who is this lady? We also know her as May Riley, or what would otherwise be Peter Parker's Aunt May, becomes Lady Spider.
Yes, I remember this. Yes. Actually, when I said I had that comic, that's not the one I thought you were going with. There's actually a Spider-Man noir comic that's kind of steampunkish as well. And that's Peter Parker from a different...
I saw the noir Spider-Man. He's like black and white, right?
Yes.
Yeah, not that one. This is Aunt May.
Yes, she's cool.
Mechanical spider bustier. And I can't get enough of this. I haven't actually read the comic. I just saw the article, but I said, this is
Spider-Man.
This is bad. And she fights Doc Octopus. And
Doc Octopus, yeah. She's never had her own complete comic, but she was basically in there was a Spider-Verse crossover situation, and she was one of them that they highlighted. It's actually she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool.
Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they didn't think she would hold her own in her own comic, but I bet she could if it was the right comic.
But it's possible.
Importantly, nobody else is cosplaying her. I really had to look for a picture of somebody cosplaying Lady Spider.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm showing it right here. Obviously the photo's been edited for a background, but this is so cool.
That's good.
That is very cool.
So I wanted this to bring this to the attention of our listeners and watchers to look up Lady Spider. If you're a cosplayer, consider this as your next opportunity. Because somebody needs to do this.
Definitely put links up on our Facebook page for that. For all this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm going back to the main
screen. That is awesome.
See if anybody.
Spider-Man.
So I thought that was pretty sweet.
I almost forgot about her. It's been so long. I think when she was featured in the comics, I think it was prior to when we were doing this podcast, or this part of the podcast, or this type of podcast. So I completely forgot about her. But I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised I did. That's because she's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead.
And there's so many.
But before we do that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's so many Spider Gwens all over the place. They've got Gwen Stacy as Spider Girl. That would be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, Spider Gwen is very popular out there.
Yeah,
but there are other Spider women because she's not in the lycra bodysuit. Of your typical Spider babe. She's she's wearing pants, so that's a little out of character for a Victorian lady.
She's in the pantaloons and out of a skirt.
Dressing as a man, a spider.
It would be really funny to see someone in a skirt try to traverse large buildings and shoot from one to the other.
I can see your knickers.
Oh no! Yeah, I imagine it'd be she's wearing wearing a corset. Wearing a corset, but there's the spider arms, the mechanical spider arms come off the back of it. It's pretty cool.
That's really cool. I like that. I want to go read that.
It's in the Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse. Let's look up Spider-Verse comics, and you'll find her somewhere in there.
I have linked the article that I found it in, and perhaps there's more to find from there.
Yes. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share mine. I'm going to share my screen now, We got actually a message, a direct message to the Texas Steampunk Connection. So this is good. I'm going to take this on the side. This is a mailbox. We got mail.
We have mail. We have a mail side.
A message anyway. Share screen. Okay, so we have from Amanda English. Loving the podcast. My husband, son, and I do Steampunk X-Men in North Carolina. So we have somebody from North Carolina watching us. Hello, North Carolina, from Amanda English. And she sent us a bunch of pictures of their steampunk outfits. There's Steampunk Rogue. I'm not really quite sure. I think he's Gambit. Yep, he's Gambit. He's Gambit.
Straight up Steampunk Gambit.
You can tell he's Gambit because he has a stick.
Yeah, and the gloves. Actually, it's the gloves that gave it away to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then there's Nightcrawler. That's a really good Nightcrawler.
Oh,
Their child is Nightcrawler. I love it.
I love Nightcrawler. Okay, so out of the X-Men, Nightcrawler is my favorite. Like, everybody's like, I love Rogue.
Rufio.
Let's see. Here's there's. I guess that's Nightcrawler with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
No, that's something else.
No, that's something else.
She's in a Doctor Who outfit there. It looks like TARDIS.
No, that's Star Trek.
Nope.
Oh,
that's Star Trek.
Okay.
That's a 1800.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. It's Steampunk Star Trek. Of course. Yes. My bad. That's really cool. And
It could have been Doctor Who too, though.
Hey, look, a red
You're
shirt.
right. For sure.
well,
Is he a zombie?
Red shirt zombie. That's a whole new.
yeah. So, I thought that was pretty neat. I actually sent the message. So I was saying, thank you for listening. I'm glad you enjoyed the podcast. If you're still listening, Amanda, hello. Thank you for listening from North Carolina. And the pictures are awesome. I just showed them off to everybody here. So thank you very much. So that was our mail.
Nice.
Yay, I like mail.
We got mail.
Mail's good. More mail.
That's the kind of conversations I like to have. A lot, correspondence with our listeners. If you have pictures like that, or if you have something you want to tell us, let us know.
Show
us your costumes.
The comic guy who sent us his comic strip that he's doing. I'm up to like 200 now on his page.
Wow, so good.
Nice.
Obviously, so good.
It's good. I like it. Can't remember the name of it.
Awesome.
I have to go find it again.
Actually, he actually asked if we'd be willing. He'd like to come on and talk to us. So if you want to talk to him, okay, I'll talk to him. I'll send him a message, and we'll set up a time for him. That wasn't actually my homework. That was I just thought I'd mention like, hey, we actually have people talking to us, and we love
it. Yay!
Let's see, Vice Sci-Fi, his steampunk offering, New Mexico, having an outdoor mystery game, Jack the Ripper National Group, maybe coming to Texas. Yes, I've been seeing those advertised on Facebook.
Ooh.
And I think they are coming to Austin, the Jack the Ripper thing, or mysteries.
That would be cool.
And I think I even put it on our Texas Steampunk Facebook page. Like, this could be cool. And nobody responded, so I guess nobody thought it was cool.
I don't know if I saw it. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, because I put it on our Texas Steampunk Connection page, just saying, hey, this could be something cool to do, and then no one responded. So
we wear the masks.
It's
great
of
course.
Facebook shows you everything that you signed up for. That's just fantastic.
So okay, I'm gonna do my homework now. I'm gonna go ahead and share the page again.
Okay.
Yes, I know how to do this. I've only been doing this for so long.
Oh, there's also a replying to Rita. There's also a new steampunk show called The Nevers. That is coming out that I am interested in.
Yes, I am also interested in that. I think if we all watch it, we will discuss it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reading a book, interestingly called The Bookman.
The Bookman.
By I can't. I'm going to butcher this name. I apologize. Lavi Tidhar. Lavie Tidhar. Tidhar.
That sounds possibly correct.
It depends on where they're from.
The Bookman. Okay.
The Bookman. A mass terrorist has brought London to its knees. I'm sorry?
The book. I thought it was the book, man.
No, the Bookman. It's one word.
Okay.
From the Bookman Histories, number one. Yeah. I'll read this for the people not watching.
Yeah.
A mass terrorist has brought London to its knees. There are bombs inside books, which I strongly object to that idea. I love books. And nobody knows which ones. On the day of the launch of the first expedition to Mars by a giant cannon, he outdoes himself with an audacious attack. For young poet Orphan, trapped in a screaming audience, it seems his destiny is entwined with that of the shadowy terrorist. But how? Like a steam-powered take on V for Vendetta, rich with satire and slashed through with automations, giant lizards, pirates, airships, and wild adventure. The Bookman is the first in a series. So I'm only, basically a third of the way through the book. And it started off a little slow. I was starting to wonder, why am I reading this? But then it started picking up.
Go back. There's a certain line that I want to read out loud.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Back to that.
It's the part that says for the. Oh, darn! I was going to look at the replay, but they already moved too.
Over here.
Yeah. All right. So you had me at go up a little bit, right there. Where is it? For young poet Orphan, trapped in a screaming audience, it seems his destiny is entwined with that of the shadowy terrorist.
But how?
Just have that be the thing. Just like that. It's an orphan poet stuck in a room with a screaming audience. Like,
I thought
is it that bad? I'm intrigued. Is it as bad as the Vogon poetry? I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I like this part right here. Just minutes before a space cannon launches a probe to Mars, a terrorist called the Bookman kills poet Orphan's love in an explosion. Orphan's quest for the truth about her death takes him below the streets of London, aboard the Nautilus with Jules Verne and Captain Nemo, and to the mysterious island home of Les Lizards, the lizard men who rule the world. Oh yeah, the ruling class are lizard men in this series.
Of course, just like real life.
I mean, yeah.
So it's interesting.
That's the second place where he's referred to as Poet Orphan.
Yeah.
Is his first name Poet?
Is his name?
His last name Orphan?
His name is Orphan. Yes, his name is Orphan.
Because what I wonder is his first name Poet, because it would make a little more sense, or it would make a less sense, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, he is an orphan.
Confused. I must read this now.
Yeah. He is an orphan, and they just call him Orphan.
What did they call him when he still had parents?
I don't know. They never say.
Oh, my little orphan child. You're my dad.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, so far, it started off a little slow, like I said, and sometimes it gets a little flowery with its speech, like, because they're trying to do poetry, I guess. But not even when they're talking about poems, it's like, how do you say? Yeah, it's like when they say like this is like it gleamed off of the water, like something, like I forgot what those are called, metaphors or similes. What?
You're trying to Tolkien it a little much.
Well, no, they're more like similes or metaphors, or they're comparing something. Okay. They're comparing something to something else that's a little bit more grandiose, or something. It gets a little heavy with that, but otherwise, it's not. It's a pretty good book. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm only about a third of the way through it. He's just now starting on his adventure, finding out, looking for the Bookman, because and avenge his love or bring her back to life, one or the other, if he can. Yeah. So it's a really interesting read so far. It's a first in a series. I'm assuming if I like the ending, I will continue on with the series.
Okay,
that's my plan so far.
If you like it at the end, if it's worth reading,
I definitely will. Okay. Metaphors. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. Yeah, I was right. Metaphors. Yeah, a lot of metaphors. They got really heavy with the metaphors. How about you, Nicole? Did you do your homework?
I have a little bit of something. I'm just kind of sharing one of my favorite steampunk artists.
Cool.
His name is Brian Kissinger.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he's my favorite. Eventually, I am going to cosplay as Victoria, which is his.
He designed one of our T-shirts for us.
Cool.
Brian Kissinger.
It won't
Kissinger?
let me share it.
Yeah. Wasn't the octopus with the shotguns?
That wasn't Brian.
It wasn't?
No.
Octopus with a shotgun.
I am wrong. It wasn't him. It was someone else. I'll have to go figure that out. I feel terrible now.
Oh, we're having some
Okay.
technical difficulties. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Nope. Is that it?
So this is his page. Ignore my Facebook message. Excuse me. That's his page. I'm sorry. It pops up. I particularly like. If I can switch tabs, can I switch tabs? How
I think
do
you shared. You didn't share your screen. You shared the
Well,
window.
it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me share the screen. Just let me share the screen.
I will let you share the screen.
There we go.
No, I don't have control. Okay, adding to
There
stream.
we go.
Oh yeah, I remember these. I know this. Okay, yeah, I've seen these before. These are awesome.
So the one where he's pulling down her swimsuit is my favorite because as a redhead, I've been using that sunscreen, the
baby sunscreen with the
the
dog.
baby sunscreen with the dog my entire life. I can't think of the name right now. I've been using it my whole life, but I can't think of the name.
It's what I think of as sunscreen.
Yeah. And so that immediately caught my eye when I first ever saw it, and then I've just kind of been in love with the adventures of Otto and Victoria ever since. And
These
as you saw
cool.
on the other page, they do like Princess Leia, and he's got Kylo Ren or Darth Vader over here. Like Otto and Victoria are not just steampunk; they are across all genres. They have a Doctor Who. So it is my goal eventually to cosplay as Victoria. I just have to find like a stuffed animal Otto, and they used to make it. They used to make a stuffed animal Otto, and they stopped it, and I'm sad.
Oh
no. It would have been exact, and so I wouldn't just have to be like, this is Otto, my pet octopus. It would have been the Otto.
The actual
and
Otto.
So,
that's cool. I vaguely remember when I went to the steampunk convention in Seattle. I think he was there, and there was actually like storybooks.
Yes,
that he had. Yeah.
He has books for them, and that's on my list of things to grab.
They're wanting him in Steam Chest. It's just that he's so busy that we've had a hard time. Like it's hit or miss getting his attention. And,
he's doing a lot of commissions for like steampunk commissions, not steampunk, Star Wars commissions right now. Okay. I pretty much follow all of his stuff because he's my favorite. So, and it all started with a green-haired girl and an octopus. So
pulling down her skirt.
Yep.
but it was because it was an homage to the suntan
lotion. The suntan lotion, which I can't like
copper tone. Copper tone.
Yes.
Yeah, copper tone sunscreen. I used that as a kid, and so they put it as a steampunk art piece, and I'm like, I love this. This is my favorite.
They are really cute. Yeah, I really enjoy looking at them. The books, I almost bought one, but I didn't. I regret it now. But yeah.
But that's just it's not really homework. It was just kind of, I want everyone else to know about this guy.
Yeah, that's homework. You were introducing something steampunk to the podcast, and for anybody out there who has not heard of it or knows about it. So it's perfect.
Yep. And also,
Fabio, I bet we've all seen his little chibi characters of Rey and Kylo Ren.
Yeah, baby Rey and baby Kylo.
I actually got into an argument about those, proving it was his because someone else was trying to say it was someone else's on Reddit.
Oh,
no.
There was an argument on Reddit.
There was someone wrong on the internet, but I can become victorious over it now. I won.
So he's got one picture, and it's Victoria and Otto, and they're inside a steam engine, and she's got on clothes that are very similar to my Natalie character, and I'm like, nice. all I need is a green wig. That's all I need for this one. Like,
and we'll just get that spray stuff in and go in as her one time.
Yeah, it might be easier to do a wig because I have a lot of hair, and getting that green stuff out of that hair is a chore.
Don't get it out. Just leave it in until it comes out.
I have to wash my hair eventually.
We must score the internet to find you that octopus. we will. So anybody has
desert.
I talked to whoever runs his Facebook page. I was like, "Hey, are y'all ever gonna get the big auto plushies back in?" And they were like, "No, probably not." And I was like, "Dang it!"
It's like, why not? Why not?
Limited run.
I needs it. I needs the precious. Okay, come on now.
Okay, Vice Sci-Fi. In my defense, I did go to Seattle to the Comic-Con there. I was planning to go to the Wild Wild West, and I had tickets to go to the Wild Wild West. But then the person I was going with backed out on me at the last minute, and I didn't want to make the drive alone, and so I just sunk away in depression and couldn't go. So I threw money at it because I bought a ticket and I never got a refund. So there you go.
Unlike him, I've been like 4 times and have enjoyed it every time. And so, yeah, no, his graphics are everywhere. I've met him multiple times. Like every time I'm there, we have a good conversation. And he's usually swamped over by where Airship Isabella had their table. So like it was always just crammed packed full of people.
And I do want to go one of these years when it's no longer a pandemic, and and I have people to go with, and if I'm looking at Jack properly, I think he says he'll go. So
I'll go. Yeah,
so exactly.
Well, I'll go. That's the thing. When we're allowed to go again. However, there's been some interesting information. The old town of Tucson has been sold.
This is true. So what's going to happen? Where are we going?
We don't know if they're going to allow to have the fact that the only I don't know if it's like their most biggest moneymaker, but definitely one of their larger events that they have outside of movie filming happens at that place. And now it's owned by, there's a cat and I can't talk anymore.
The funny thing is before we went live, all 4 of my cats were jumping around in front of me just before we went live. And now that we're live, they're nowhere to be seen.
I know you want to throw me off. Just have a cat show up and like, oh, kitty. Oh, kitty. You're a pretty kitty.
Bob, look at this.
He doesn't want to look at us. He's not making eye contact. So anyway, there is no try, only do. Well, we'll go if we know where it is going to be. Via Sci-Fi. I'll have you. There is an old West town here. It's not as big, I'm sure, but there's one here.
Yeah, there's a ghost town, which I think they really need to. We really need to market it up. I think we could have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Fear the Walking Dead film there. They even built a whole building there to film there.
Yeah, which I haven't been out since they built the building, so I don't know if it's like safe as a venue now for it. Or can we actually do more like indoor music for it? Or
I have no idea.
There's certainly space, but there's no parking space.
Yeah,
and their capacity for vending. Yeah, they do all the vending. The food vending. All the food vending, and they can only handle so many people as a food vendor.
Yeah, so this is very true.
We're limited in scope in that way.
Yeah.
There's a tiny little mock boom town outside of Cleburne. It's the Chrislem Trail Museum, and it's got like a church building, and it's got like an awning with picnic tables, and there's a blacksmith. My part of my photo shoot for Steampunk Glamour Gazette is in that little ghost town type thing.
Cool.
And they have like Pioneer Days, or they used to have Pioneer Days out there. But that's all we got here in Cleveland.
Isn't there something here called Pioneer Farms in this area? I've heard. I think I've heard about it at one point, but I've never actually been there. I've been past it, and it's a venue, but I'm sure it's not cheap.
Pioneer Farms doesn't have food vending at all.
Well,
I used to go to summer camp there when I was just a wee sprout.
So 3 years ago,
30 years ago.
Come Don't point yourself out that way.
And oh wow, maybe 40 years ago.
So they may have food vending by now. We don't know.
The last time I was out there, Austin has expanded, so it's like in the middle of a neighborhood, which is weird.
Right. Yeah.
Because it used to be like an operating sort of farm, like with real live animals, cows and a pig and a lot of goats.
And now it's been rezoned as a HOA.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a blacksmith shop. There is a blacksmith shop.
Okay.
And it's interesting, but I don't know what it's like to have an event out there at this point.
I'm sure it's not cheap.
It reminds me of kind of what they did out in Lubbock, where they have kind of the plains. They moved a bunch of buildings that were from little homesteads around the area to one little area, and they call it's I want to call it Pepperidge Farm, and it's completely utterly wrong. But it's like something along that like phonetic line, and it's literally essentially what they'll do is they'll have actors and who study paleontologists come out and like reenact for people and try to figure out how they did certain things at the time period for when the wagon trains are coming through and people living out on the plains during the Dust Bowl and whatnot. So it's really cool. And now that I'm in all of this, I've never really thought about it. Not that I live in Lubbock to actually go do it, but it's a fairly large place, actually. It's like 10 or 20 buildings, and it could be fun. If someone in Lubbock wants to try it, I'd be willing to go and say I was involved somehow by, mentioning it. But that's me. But,
yes, Texas Steampunk Connection and Steam Chest will be more than happy to hawk your event.
Exactly.
Don't know about anything else, but we'll definitely talk about it and probably maybe attend if we can.
Oh, I'd love to. So, with that said, does anyone know what's going on in the next couple of months in the steampunk world when it comes to conventions? Because I have not looked that up yet.
Well, I don't know anything steampunk wise, but I do know that Scarborough Fair is opening. They're opening with masks and possibly with temperature checks at the gate, just like Texas Renaissance did. So, gotcha. If there's always a steampunk invasion, usually by airship allegory. So there's that.
Sherwood Forest Fair is also opening up soon here. In our area. I don't know if they don't have, we never really have an official steampunk invasion weekend or anything like that, but that's still.
I mean, we could start. We're the Austin people who have a voice at the moment, I guess. Anyone else who wants to come and tell us we can't do it on that weekend, come get on our channel and we'll talk to you about it.
Exactly.
We'll put you in between Nicole and I, and we'll battle it out.
I don't know if I can actually arrange that.
Right there. Thin line right here. We'll give it to them, and they can sit there and kind of figure out a way to.
Let me see. Can I drag you around? Oh yeah, I can switch people around. Look at that. Okay.
I don't like being in this corner. This corner has too much power. Nope, too much power.
I am now the top of the right.
That's funny. I didn't realize I can do that. Sorry, for those of you watching or listening later on the podcast, we were just playing with the video settings. I was moving people around in their boxes. So that's all we were doing.
We should be having.
Yeah. Clearly we have degenerated into staring at each other at the screen.
Right. Well, we are coming up on an hour now. We're at 58 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's weird. It's time we should probably be saying our goodbyes and good nights and all that. Anybody else have any last
Before
minute
we
things?
do, Rita says that Dallas Heritage Village is the biggest, I guess, and Plano has one, Allen has one, not sure about others, and they're like little.
The Dallas Heritage Village was done. It was Steampunk Invasion. It was one of the better steampunk.
I thought that sounded familiar.
Yeah, it was one of the better steampunk conventions ever, and it was a one-time deal because the people decided, instead of the money that they made, decided, oh wait, no, we can charge a lot more for this next year. We're going to do that, And then the panel of people that were running the convention fell apart, and it just all kind of spiraled downhill after that. So it was it became political and money driven versus just let's have fun.
I'm shocked.
I know, shocked at that there's gambling at this establishment.
Here's your winning.
Good. It's such a great movie. I need to watch that again. So yeah.
I that must have been before my time. I don't know any. I didn't go, obviously, because I didn't know about it. But yeah, I have been to many one-shot conventions.
That's how they usually go, right?
Well, they were doing another one.
Put together a convention, put their heart and soul into it, and by the end, they're just an empty shell of a person.
Yeah,
not capable of doing it.
Invasion was looking at trying to do another place. And because they started thinking, hey, maybe we could just do one shots all over the place at these cool venues. And they were in talks with Battleship Texas. And
I've heard about that. Yeah. I remember I remember having a conversation with somebody about that.
Yes. And so that fell through too, because Texas would not allow it. Like the state of Texas would not allow it since they own it, and they don't the organization didn't have power over that. And apparently they've just gutted the battleship and turned it into convention space. But weirdly so, like business convention stuff, which I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do this fantastic?
Because I know there's another ship up in the New York harbor, I think, that has all kinds of events. I think they had like a Star Trek event there at one time, and it's just
an aircraft carrier. It's huge.
Yeah, exactly. So they're so it's possible to do it on a ship.
We have the Lexington. Let's go do it on the Lexington. I stayed on it as a Boy Scout. That was so much fun. They took us around, and they had literally the guy who was the damage control officer from World War II, who's in his 90s and could traverse this thing better than anybody. It's midnight and has a whole bunch of 12-year-old children running behind him. And they had apparently a whole bunch of people running. Well, not a whole bunch, 5 or 6 Marines that were retired, dropping doors in other hallways and making loud noises and just scaring the bejesus out of these. And then we all got in the big theater and watched Top Gun on the deck of this massive aircraft carrier. This is fun.
Is that the one that's in Corpus Christi?
Yes, that's the one in Corpus Christi.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we could do that anymore, but that was
Probably
so much fun
not.
when they allowed us to do it.
Yeah.
I still have my mug running around here somewhere.
Well, okay. Once again, I think it's time to say our goodbyes and hellos and no, not hellos.
Good mornings.
Thank you for listening to the Texas Steampunk Connection. We are always glad to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, contact us on Facebook. If you have any long form thing, we do have an email address, texassteampunkconnection@gmail.com. If you have anything, criticisms at Twitter, go ahead and send it to Twitter somewhere. And I may or may not find it. I do have a Twitter account for this podcast, but I don't know how to use it. But anyway,
does that make you happy saying that?
Yes, it does.
No,
it really does.
I have a Twitter.
It also makes Max laugh.
I've never tweeted yet. I've never actually made a twit. I don't know how that works either.
I tweeted once.
You tweeted once. How did it feel?
A bit foolish.
Next, use Twitter characters.
I've tweeted a little bit, maybe 3 years ago. I haven't tweeted since then, but
I know.
Then you're our expert.
You just moved to TikTok. I mean, it's a better platform anyway.
I did move to TikTok. More TikToks coming soon. I have a new Kaylee cosplay from Firefly, so
cool.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
So is that going to be your stuff for next week or next 2 weeks?
Pretty much.
Okay, it works for me.
Well, I think that should do it for us tonight. Thank you guys very much. Until next time, mind your gauges.
Ages.
Ending the broadcast now.